Welcome. Today we're going to divide by one-digit divisor with remainders. I would like to remind you that you can find this information, this worksheet in your ebook, math ebook. And what you have over here is division, by one-digit divisor without remainders. And we're also going to cover the one with remainders, which is pretty similar, We are going to be using information, also related to multiplication. So please keep that, handy. What you will need today is go ahead and open up the file, the worksheet, or if you have the handout, just pull out the handout. So we're going to go ahead and work on day 2, just because they're a little bit harder and makes it a little bit more challenging for you. So day 2, let's go ahead and do it. 7 goes into 6, 0, 1, 5, Okay, and let me go ahead and open the pane so I can go ahead and work on that. Alrighty, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and first, in order to work on that, we need to go ahead and get the multiplication table of 7. And I'll go ahead and pull that out right now. So 7 goes into 6, 0, 1, 0, 1, 5. Let's get the multiplication table of 7, okay? For that, you're going to go to the math ebook, and you're going to go ahead and, from the two-digit divisor, I want you to go ahead and get the multiplication table generator open. It will look something like this. And where it says the multiplication, you're going to go ahead and go from 7 to 7, okay? And we're going to generate. That will give us the multiplication table of just the number 7, okay? I'm going to move it over here to the side so I can go ahead and reference to it in a little bit, okay? And in particular, you just need the numbers 1 through 9, okay? You don't need all of the numbers that they're going to throw you off. Okay, so there's our problem, okay? Need to move it down a little bit and you'll know why in a minute, okay? So for now, we're going to go ahead and look at the number 6, okay? You're going to look at the number 6, okay? Right there, okay? So, looking at the number 6, how many times does 6 go into 7? If you look over here, 1 times 7 is 7. So you will go over, and you don't want to go over. You want to stay below 6. So there's none, okay? So let's look over here, and the number is 1, right? What goes before 1? What comes before 1? 0, okay? So you're going to come over here and put 0. Okay, excuse it, looks like a 6. Times 7 is 0. What's 6 minus 0? 6. Bring down the 0. Okay. You always bring down the number. Okay. So now you have 60. Okay, 60 is more manageable. If you look at 8 times 7 is 56, and that's the closest number without going over. You cannot do 9 times 7 because that will be a 63 and you will go over. You want to stay below a 63. And you don't want to do a 49 because that will be, too small. You want to be just below. So you're going to go ahead and do 8 times 7 is 56. Okay. Then we subtract. We're going to have a 10 over here. 10 minus 6, okay? And then don't forget your bar, so that becomes a 5. So how do you do 10 minus 6? I like to start counting up, okay? You start with 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10. I made it to 10, right? So how many sticks did it take? 4, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and drop that 1 all the way over here because you always drop the next number. That's how you divide, okay? Okay? How many times does 7 go into 41? It cannot be 6 times 7 because you go over, so you have to keep it at 5, okay? And also remember that you do not want to do 4 because that's too small, okay? So 5 times 7 is 35, okay? Now you're going to go ahead and have to borrow again. This becomes an 11, okay? Okay. 11 minus 5, okay? So you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 6 bars. So you're going to have a 6 over there. And you're going to drop the 5. Okay, look for 65. You look at 9 times 7 is 63. So that's the closest without going over, okay? You're going to put a 9. 9 times 7 is 63. and then you subtract, okay? 5 minus 3 is 2. 6 minus 6 is 0. That 2 over here, okay? You're going to go ahead and bring up, and you're going to go ahead and write R for remainder that's left over, 2. The answer is 859, R2. Let's check our work. Go back to the math book. Go to long division step by step. Write the problem. 7 goes into 6015. Okay, calculate. And the answer is 859 remainder 2. And the answer is 859 remainder 2. If I were working on this, I would just check, and we can go to the next problem after that. Okay, ready to go to the next one? Let's do one more. Okay, go back to divide. Let's go ahead and do 2 goes into 701. Okay, I know it sounds easy, but it's actually not. Okay, 2. Need my brush. 2 goes into 701. Okay. And the first thing you're going to do is go back to your multiplication calculator. And this time, we're going to go ahead and move to ask for the one for 2. The reason I'm doing it, even though it's such a small number, is just to get you into a habit of actually doing this work. And that gets the multiplication table. Okay. And we can go ahead and work. Okay. First of all, go ahead and look at 1. Okay. Go ahead and look at 1. Can 1 go into 2? No, right? Okay. 2 times 1 is 2, and I'm looking, for something that's under 1. So really, the number that comes before 1 over there on that side is going to have to be a 0. Okay. 0 times 2 is 0. Okay. And the reason is, very simple. You have 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. Our number here is 1. Okay. And you have to go below it, not above it. Okay. So we have to pick this 0 over here. Okay. So we have 1 minus 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Bring down the 7. If you look at the 7 over here, I'm sorry, if you look at 17 over here, the closest number will be 8 without going over. You cannot do 9 because you go over. You cannot do 14 because it's too small. It has to be just right. So 8 times 2 is 16. You're going to go ahead and subtract it. 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Over here you drop the 0, and now it's a 10. 10 comes exactly as 5 if you look at that. So 5 times 2 is 10, okay? And 10 minus 10 is 0, but you're going to we're not done yet. You have to bring that 1. Now, we have the same situation over here, okay, as before, okay? You cannot have 2 times 1 because that's 2. So what's before 1 is 0. 0 times 2 is going to be 0. And then 1 minus 0 is 1. So just like before, okay, just like before, where you had a situation that we ended up with a part or remainder, we're going to put an R, and you're going to bring that number all the way up. So the answer is 850 remainder 1. Now we need to go ahead and check our work. Okay, long division 2 goes into 1701. Answer is 850 remainder 1. We got it. Okay. Now it's your turn to practice. Go ahead and watch the video as many times as you need, and ask me questions if you have questions.